Hi guys, I'm Seth Strauss and welcome to another episode of Road to Power. In today's episode, we'll be discussing what happened on the dyno. I'm here with my tuner, pikkieboss.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yes.
I can see that smile on your face doesn't stop.
Yeah. So, we left a little bit of a teaser where we experienced the results of the tuning. So I took my wife and my brother-in-law for a spin in the car, and Bucky, yeah, I've never experienced car on this level. Never driven actually a car with this type of acceleration.
Yeah.
So the tuning really complements what we've done, but there's still some work to be done.
Yeah, we're still not done yet.
Yeah. So as the channel says, it's a road to power, and I think we found a house where we can really propel ourselves on this road. So Pikkie, what happened?
What happened? When did we start actually? We started on Tuesday.
Started on Tuesday.
No, we started on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday we started with a car. Basically we first did a timing light check and stuff. We synced the timing and stuff and all this things just to double check if everything is fine, fueling wise, if the oil wise, everything. Those are the basic stuff that you really need to check on a car. If the wheel alignment is also done on the car, which was already done previously. Yeah. And I think Tuesday we just did a quick power run through, and then just for us to have a base map, or base graph where you can start from, and then we basically saw how red the exhaust was already. Yeah, that was already a red flag for us. Definitely, yeah. Because something was off. We made with the first run a sporadic graph. You said. Yeah, it was a funny all mountain. Over the place. Yeah, all over the place. It made around about like 68, 70 kilowatts at first. Cheap and and 138 or 140 newton meters of torque. And then afterwards, I just called it quits there. There's no need to take a second run because we're gonna break the motor there. And then we started to check fueling. So that was the most important part that we started to check. We started to check fueling. We started to take away fueling and add a little bit of fueling in there. Mid ranges. On idle, not really, because the car was being assisted by the compensation tables. And as we started tuning, I just, just instinct just kicked in. We started checking ignition timing, fueling, full throttle fueling, and I think from there the car started smoothing itself out like to 160. 160 kilowatts. But we regrouped. We stopped. We didn't really push the car. No, we didn't. We just tried to see whether it was really a mapping issue. Yeah. To get away from that map, and that was the first night we spent checking the car. So that's already how many hours did you give me? Yes, that was from 5 until 11. Checking
So that, it was really a thorough check. There was no hesitation from me as a customer. There was no hesitation from your help. You helped me with your tools, and we checked everything twice. And then we regrouped and we went back to our resources. Some of our friends, those of you that are watching, that helped me and gave advice and stuff, and you gave me some advice and said, no, let's check, and we actually found something.
Yeah, no, we did. I think after we basically regrouped there, we started off with another 160 and 300 and something liters of torque. And then I think on the day, that particular day when you came, you said, okay, we're gonna check this, and I also went to go do a bit of research and find out about like how much the R32 is supposed to make. And when I spoke to, I have a tuner. I also have tuners have tuners basically. So I have a tuner that I work with always on a daily basis. His name is Hart from Hart Dynamics in Cape Town. So he's the old driver of Suspect, the green bucky. I think they drove it last time. And then anyways, so I communicated with him on a day on some occasions, and then I showed him the graph, and then after speaking to him, it's like he also asked me about the spike that was in the graph. And then like as if it looked like a Honda's graph basically, and all of a sudden it looks like there's variable valve, which there is, I believe.
It is.
And and then afterwards he just said, just check the configuration, like more or less like overpower you. I listen to you as well as a customer. Because I mean, you know more than I do of the setup, what you have. I only know
the tuning.
Ignition, fueling, compensation, give me a timing light, give me this, I'll look at the spark plug. And then I think afterwards, and then we got to an agreement, and I said, okay, fine, you do your thing. If it doesn't work, then we start testing other stuff so that we can get to a point and finish the tune off.
So that is something that you mentioned now. My type of build is a custom. It's a race car build, so it's custom ECU, custom engine, exhaust, everything is built for the car, not by engineers but by myself, by troubleshooting, trying to see how it works, trying to understand it, getting it right. So regrouping, you don't really have to be, say, if you're a tuner, you can tune any issue, right?
How can I say this? I don't want to phrase it wrong or anything. I mean, it's more or less like about basics. I've never tuned the Emerald before. After I've spoken to Herman about it, Herman said he has tuned it like a way back. And I asked him, any tips on that? And then he threw me he always throws me into the second turbo car that I tuned. The first one we're not done with. It still has to come back. And I mean, I'm more of a normal aspirated tuner, but the thing is, a lot of people are afraid of tuning turbo cars, but it's always good to have a challenge. For you, once you have that challenge, you always grow. You need to have a challenge somewhere,
So, after we did that, where did we end?
I think after you did we reconfigured your ECU to the car's specifications and setups and stuff and everything. And I think I was standing behind there. And then you started up the car and you revved it. And then I looked at you and I was like, there's something different.
It's klinkt nou.
Iets klinkt beter.
Iets klinkt nou.
Iets klinkt nou, soos dat het moet klink. And then after I said, okay, fine, let's quickly check the timing again. We checked the timing. Again.
For the third or fourth time, I don't know.
So after we checked it and it was syncing up, and I mean, the theory about it, like if it gives you 40 divided by 2, it gives you 20, and then 15, 30, you know, that rule and stuff and all those things. And then after we checked it, then I said, okay, fine, let's do a power run, you know. And after we did the power run, the biggest surprise of our whole life, the car made power, and it kept it consistent. And yeah, I think from there we started tuning it now. Yeah. For a second time, yeah. And so I think this time when we 11, 10, 11, so we couldn't really get it to a point where it was supposed to stay consistent due to the boost pressure falling down as well. Also, the other thing that we realized was your gate spring.
My gate spring is
your gate spring number 1. Yeah, that's suspect number 1. His gate spring, I think it's a bit too soft because it picks up gradually up until, let's say, 6.5, and then it starts losing the boost pressure. It's not keeping it consistent.
So when we start making boost, we make boost.
We make boost
and
from 3, like 2.8.
2.8.
Yeah, 2.8.
We're going to positive pressure.
Yeah.
What we've seen was, luckily we have a boost controller through the ECU.
Yeah.
That's one nice feature of the Emerald. And we saw that the boost comes on and off like a switch.
Yeah.
So something wasn't, and it comes on and off early.
Yeah.
So we started playing around with the
gate pressure.
With the gate pressure, leading it off. We have a 3-port.
Yeah.
So we bled it off as much as we could.
Yeah.
We ended at plus 80%.
Yeah, plus 80% throughout the reference.
Yeah. So as soon as we start making the turbos producing so much, it opens the gate and then we don't have any boost.
Yeah.
So that what you saw, it can be improved on that.
That hasn't been stipulated in the very first beginning, and I think that's what you also learned now.
Yeah.
To evenly, like, let's say for instance, if you have a value of 40, then you gradually step it up. Gradually, like 43, 40, 45, 46, 47.
Yeah.
And it's the same what I also do on, especially when you tune on data as well. When it comes to the fueling and ignition, I think that's what I mostly also do. And that's where I use all the basics and the knowledge that I have. Yeah. So
Pikkie, firstly, thank you. Thank you for all the time, and thank you to your wife. She for lending us you for so many nights. Guys, we changed work.
The services that we provide, we do cylinder head porting and polishing. That was the first thing that I initially started with. From my mom's house up until the garage in Owens Valley here, and then up until we moved here, then we started expanding much more now. So then after we got the dyno, I started realizing, okay, fine, let me open my doors to everyone. For me, I don't have a preference of who is not welcome here or anything. I'm a neutral guy. So the services that I provide, cylinder coating and polishing. I do general maintenance and stuff. Checking up on cars and checking up through on them. Race prep as well. So if people like that, we'll get to that point. Race prep as well, and we do dyno tuning as well. On standalone management systems, like what we did it on Emerald. I've never tuned Emerald before. Dictator, Gore-Tex, Petronics, power mods, on data as well. We're gonna move soon to ECU Master and Haltech. Yeah, Haltech as well, because there is a plug-in there for my car as well that I want to buy and just install and just practice on it and see how much power we can pull out of it.
Yeah.
And we do normal services, minor and major services. And on the software as well, we do software tuning as well. So we're part of, as you can see here, we're part of H-Tune now, Hart Dynamics. They are based in Cape Town, so I'm basically one of their franchises here in Namibia, for people that do not know.
Okay.
Yeah. So supplying of exhaust, downpipes, we can also get.
For which cars?
For Buckies, for fives, the normal basic cars that are running.
Some strong buckies that I found here during the week.
Yeah, I know.
You can't speak out.
Yeah, and we also do engine builds as well. So there will be a couple of posts will be coming out soon on the one motor that has been working for quite some time.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for listening to this part of the video. I think sit down and just a description of what really goes into tuning custom. Remember, this is a custom file. It's not something you can just buy, throw on, and it works 100%. And it blew me away. So stay tuned. We will have some more things coming, driving videos, and you can really see what this tune has done. And we will be chasing my goal set. My goal set is a 13-second. For now, remember, I still need to. It's not just the car. I still need to drive the car.
You need a better seat time. Yeah.
I need seat time, and now I can actually start dragging and start that part of the channel. But thank you.
What's going to be next?
Let's first hit 13 seconds something. 13, 9, 9, 9.
13.
9, 9. Let's start there. 13 seconds. I've never dragged before, guys. So I've dragged before illegally in Mexico on the streets. But the time I had in Ocarina was 16:10. It was very hot that day when the R32. I just finished restoring.
Yeah.
I jumped against Million. With that time we had the K20. Now, as you know, it's K24.
Crazy.
So he
both by Adam.
Yeah.
So with Adam as well, where I outsource my work to Adam, especially when it comes to management, fitment on dictator as well. So I can do management and stuff, but it takes a lot of time. So I'd rather outsource it to someone that can finish it within 2 to 3 days. Same with my exhaust as well.
Yeah.
Either to Adam or to Tian. Yeah. Savage Factory. He does the welding as well.
So first when we came, we had after we did the engine mounts, my exhaust was rubbing against the drive side. But he gave Adam a call. He said, bring the car tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I gave Tian a call first.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't available.
Yeah.
I think they were working on the in-laws or father's party that had. And we gave Adam a call.
He said, stick 8. Yeah. Thank you, Adam. Fast. Gave him the car in the morning. The next day I picked it up. He already had a queue of cars because I ran into some trouble, so pipe jumping off, and I was on the side of the road with cable, with hose clamps and a short screwdriver in between a hot engine. But that's part of a project car.
Yeah.
So thanks to what's his company's name?
Thanks Adam and Accessible.
Is it Adam and Accessible?
Yeah.
In backyard.
Backyard.
Is it backyard racing?
Yeah. We just need to confirm that.
We'll confirm on it.
Backyard racing. Yeah.
Backyard racing. So thanks to him, and I think you guys can finally enjoy some shots of the Dyno tuning, doing some power runs, and stuff.
You still want to ask a question about what goes into tuning, because I mean a lot of people have different experiences when it comes to tuning.
Yeah. So give us a bit of elaboration.
and stuff. I used to tune on the road first, and it goes a lot with the feeling and what the car wants. So not all cars are the same, not all engines are the same, even if it's from the same factory. My theory I always give a car what it wants, and if I give it what it wants, then it performs the way it's supposed to. Like there's a car in Cape Town, Jamie Gordon. He normally he drives a DC, a black one. So Honda as well, 550cc injectors, and he sends me lots. And before each and every event, he sends me lots. And the last event he did at Saldana, we mapped it. That time I wasn't in South Africa. That time I was based here. So he sends me his file by email. I do, and plus the login as well. So yeah, it's like it's like you imagine yourself driving the car and how it just. I know how the car responds now, so it makes it much more easier for me to just sit down and change values and what the car wants and give it what it needs. So he's currently making 180 kilowatts. Normal estimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 230 or 240 newton meters of torque out of the stock K20. A lot of people don't believe that, but yeah. So yeah, it goes a lot. You need to keep fueling in check, like how we also realized the heat of the fuel, that it picks up and stuff. But I think it's based on the pump that it goes through. That gets the heat from there as well. Coolant, intake temps. I think after we tuned, a lot of the intake temp started dropping a lot.
And as well as the coolant temp, that part we really fixed. I drove to work for the first time in a long time with the race car on Friday. And coolant temp was solid. Lunch, I went to buy some lunch, coolant temp was solid. And I drove home. This hasn't happened in 3 years since I've been tinkering and doing things, and you realize, you learn the hard way. But here in NAM, I started the project where we don't really have a lot of options. Now we have guys like you putting up shop, being more friendly, being more customer oriented. So I think, and also we come a long way. We come a long way. So Bruce Bonnet time, yeah. So well done.
Thanks, man.
Well done.
I have to say to you, congratulations. You're finally a certified boss set. So the pikkieboss is not just pikkieboss performance itself. It certifies the people as bosses.
As bosses. Ik check. Boss practice.
Yeah, so I have to say thank you to you for giving me the opportunity to learn from the Emerald. So you're one of the first to have an Emerald in a big.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one.
Yeah, the only one. And for giving me the opportunity to learn from it. Look where we started. It's like, what does this do? Can you like change it live and then after? There's still time to go through the manual, so it's like a textbook. So and to say I'm happy that you guys have built it properly. It lasted some time. Imagine that. You're after the second book. So
second time around the block.
Second time around the block. But I believe there's more.
There is more.
We are gonna hit for 1 bar this time, and I don't think you're gonna run 14s.
No. When we we're gonna do the fast. We're gonna do seat time now. And then we're going to do some reinforcements in the gearbox, in the clutch, water meth is so coolant. The intake temps play a big role.
And the intake spacer that you spoke about.
We have phenolic that we will add in this year. Veronica Spacer from the UK, and then we will get some seat time in. And next year, when we hit 1 bar, we're going to head for some serious times.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Are you going to change tires as well?
we will see. It's all a learning
Make it
process.
Tommy's.
Make it Tommy's, I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see.
Pro Street.
Let's see. R32s was the hit 10s for street tires. So
Okay.
maybe some weeks pilot sports. I don't know. Someone sponsor me. But yeah, have a look at the video and thank you, Pikkie.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure doing. Ek is nou die last one. Ek doen die last section.
Nah, don't worry. I think Ahmed also thinks the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, him and Pierre Malta from Worcester, they're the ones that really backs me up when it comes to. I always have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
The thing is, you as a tuner, you always learn new things every day. It's not just one day, it's not just in the second day, it might be the third day. I always read a lot, and I don't stop reading, so.
There's a saying that goes, if you do what you love, you never work again.
Yeah, definitely. I'm passionate about what I do.
This exactly this guy. So we just wish you all the best. And you are on the ship now on the road to power. And yeah, cool.
Awesome.